You can register as counselor using Sign Up as Partner link and select Counselor. Or click on Login button and select Sign Up as Partner. Enter your details like name, email, phone number and postal code and click on Validate button. An OTP which would be sent to your phone which you need to validate here. This is Counselor Dashboard where you will find links to manage batch, manage students and buy licenses. You would also important indicators like number of licenses purchased, number of licenses remaining, students assigned for a test, students answered, counseling sessions closed. You would also find important options on the left navigation bar. You can manage your name and passwords in account, manage your counseling sessions, raise any queries or grievances, know your billing or invoices for licenses purchased or. Now let's create a batch. Click on the Create New Batch. Enter school details, level of the students, unique batch name and click on Update to create batch. You can then add students to the batch by clicking on Manage Students on the dashboard or on the left navigation bar. For individual student, click on Create Student button. Enter first name, last name, email address, phone number and PIN code for the student. Note that every email address should be unique. If you don't know student PIN code, enter the school PIN code. By default, there is no access for the student to see the career report. If you want to enable it, you can click on Yes else No. On Update, new student is successfully created under the school batch. Alternatively, you can upload all students in bulk by clicking on the Bulk Upload feature. On Bulk Upload screen, select the school batch for which you want to upload Excel data. Click on Sample Excel file and download the file. It will get saved in your Downloads folder. Start entering first name, last name, unique email address, phone number, postal code and password for the students. Save the Excel sheet. Click on Upload Excel and point it to the Excel spreadsheet under Download folder. If there are any errors in your Excel spreadsheet, data system would start showing you records which could not be updated. All other records which are good would be processed and students created successfully. Automated emails would be sent to students on their email address for taking the test. By default, the student would not be able to view report after taking the career test. If you want, then you can enable the option here. You can send reminder to students by clicking on Send Email button. You can edit the student by clicking on Edit Student option. These filters can be used for searching for the required students. If we go back to the dashboard, you can now see that 2 students have been added. You would need to buy licenses if you want to see the reports answered by these students. Once you click Buy License, you can click on Custom License and enter the required licenses based on students and submit. On the confirmation page, you can enter any coupon code you have and continue to payment. On confirmation, you would get an email, invoice, and SMS. You can now go back to the dashboard using the right icon. Let us now log in as student profile, which has been created by the teacher using email address and password. On the student dashboard, you would see Take Test option. On clicking the Take Test, student will be shown instructions to take the test. Student can start test. Select the right group. Select the right level applicable. Select the interest for the subjects based on priority. Student will get questions around 14 skills asked to you. After submission of the test, if the counselor has given access to the student can see the report. Else the student will see the thank you screen. After the counselor logs in again, the student answered would increment. Click on Manage Student, and seeing the particular student status would have changed to Submitted. On clicking Actions, there would be additional items open for the counselor. On View Report, the entire student report would be made available to the counselor. Once the counselor sees report and completes the counseling with the students, the counselor has to close the counseling session. The counselor has to enter the stream or career selected by the student and enter closing comments. The session completed will be updated on the dashboard. You have additional options on the left navigation bar, like managing your account details, managing your password or security details, seeing the licenses you have already purchased, raising new grievance on the counseling or licenses functionality. You can check your billing and GST details and download invoices. You can give reviews on our counseling packages. For anything, do write to us at customer.support@bodhami.com.
Understand the summary report. Summary report will have student's holistic quotient, which is nothing but student's percentile score in the test. Is not the score percentage but the percentile. Strong persona traits, which show the 3 topmost persona for the student based on the performance in the test. Top rated skills, which are the 3 skills where the student has performed the best. Top improvement areas, which are the 3 skills where students' performance has been the weakest. 5 skill-based careers, which are the 3 topmost careers recommended based on the performance in the skill and aptitude test. 6 interest-based careers, which are the 3 topmost careers recommended based on the interests shown by the student. Page is stream selection plot interest vs potential, which is only for student up to class 10th. The subjects falling in the topmost quadrant, which is marked in blue, are the best fit study streams based on the interest shown by the student and the performance in the aptitude test. Note that the stream selection plot will not be available for students in class 11th and 12th, as they have already selected a specialization stream. Page is career selection plot interest vis-a-vis potential. The careers falling in the topmost quadrant, which is marked in blue, are the best fit careers based on the interest shown by the student and the performance in the aptitude test. Point to note here is that in this report there are 19 career streams and each stream can have multiple careers. Example: career streams such as information technology professional can have careers such as software engineer, business analyst, business consultant, or pre-sales consultant. Section 2. Interpretation of holistic skill mapping. Section presents students' overall holistic quotient, or the score percentile, based on students' performance in the skill and aptitude test. Example: holistic quotient is 68. It means students' overall percentile in the skill and aptitude test is 68. On the student's performance in the different skill areas, a map is also presented on how students' relative performance maps to different areas of brain. Table also presents the scientific meaning of each brain area. 160-degree profile. This section depicts students' overall quotient in mental, physical, and social awareness based on the performance in the skill and aptitude test. Two of these quotients will give us a good understanding of students' 360-degree profile and his strong and weak areas. Page is skill area-wise performance. Students' overall skill profile is grouped in total 8 skill areas, and the chart depicts students' performance in these 8 skill areas. Skill areas are: well-rounded physical abilities, which depicts the extent of physically active and healthy lifestyle. Creative visualization, which it denotes the ability to imagine things and create mental images. Imagination, which depicts the ability to think originally, independently, and laterally. Critical thinking and problem solving represents the ability to think logically, critically, and analytically. Literacy and communication denotes the command over language and communication. Collaboration represents the ability to work effectively with others on common tasks. Self-discipline and awareness represents students' self-discipline and awareness about the surroundings. Leading vision depicts the ability to engage and motivate people around. Depicts how the student stands out against your peers at the same level. Page shows students' area-wise performance compared to the other students at same level or class group. Blue line shows students' score and the red line is the median score for the given areas, for example creative visualization. Page and next page also shows 3 strongest and weakest areas for the student. Can help us in understanding students' overall profile and strong weak areas. section is your skill profile definition, which shows students' overall performance in the 14 identified skill areas. The blue line depicts students' score and the red line is the median score. Comparing the blue dots, which shows students' score, with the red dots, which shows the median score, and find out how the student has performed across all these 14 identified skill areas. Section again gives us a very good understanding of students' overall skill profile. To the bottom of this page, and also find out 3 strongest and weakest skills for the student. Section is your persona description, which represents students' persona across 10 unique personality dimensions. Position of blue circle on the line shows how the student's persona looks like on a given dimension. Example: realistic imaginative dimension. Blue circle is more towards imaginative persona but not on the complete right, which means the student is generally creative and have good imaginative power. For detailed skill-wise report. Section gives the details of students' performance in 14 different skill sets and their comparison with the median score. Blue line depicts students' performance and the red line is median performance. Example: here we see that in creativity and innovation skill, student is neither strong nor weak and the score is slightly less than the median. Section 5 is on the skills-related learning recommendations for the student. Recommendations are based on the strength and weaknesses the student has shown in 14 different skill areas. Recommendation around 3 skill strengths shows how student can benefit from these strengths. Improvements for you recommendation around other 11 other skills are on how student can work on improving these skills and convert them into strengths. Section 6 is career recommendation report. Recommendation is based on Bodhami's artificial intelligence algorithm. First recommendation is top 3 career, which is based on students' performance in the skill and aptitude test. Percentage of match signifies how close students' skillets are vis-a-vis the people currently in these career fields. Second recommendation is interest-based, which shows top 3 career options based on the interest shown by the student. Third recommendation is combined skill and interest-based, which shows the top 3 career options based on the combination of skill and interest. This page gives the detail of the career option falling in top 3. Page has name of the career, rank of the career for the student, description of the career and student's skill-wise score in comparison with the median skill-wise score of professionals actually working in these career fields. So a link to the given career option is given towards bottom, which takes the student to the detailed career page. Page shows how this given career option can be pursued by the student. For the top 3 career options, next page is top hobby areas applicable for the student, which shows the top 3 hobbies which are best match with the student's skill profile. Section 7 is student's fitment rank with other 16 careers which are not in the top 3 career options for the student. Student has performed really well in the exam. Also possible that more than 3 careers will have 100% fitment for the student. Percentage of match signifies how close students' skills are vis-a-vis the people currently working in these career fields. Students in class 11th and 12th. Will an addition section on careers excluded for you, which will show the careers which are not applicable for student based on the current study stream. For example, engineering and advanced science profession is not applicable for students in humanities stream. Section is on career and stream options after 10th or 12th, which shows the career and study options for the students after class 10th or 12th.